Good morning. It's still morning. It's still morning. Hey, how you doing? Coming to y'all late. I had to do some things this morning. Now I'm heading on into the office. How y'all doing? It's Friday, y'all. It came real quick. And see, you could tell the difference between when I drive in to work early in the morning because the sun is shining down on that specific crack in my window. Okay, you probably heard nothing because I had all that wind blowing. But yeah, I really don't have anything to talk to y'all about. I could have just, cut it down. Something really, really good happened to Lisa yesterday. My friend Lisa, she's the author of Take All of Me, which I'll be doing the book review this evening of chapter 18 and 19 because they were two pretty short chapters. I'm approaching the end of the book, girl and boys. I'm like, girl, okay, girl. I read chapter 18 last night, and you're gonna have to wait into the book review as I go over the chapter 18 and 19 tonight. But get the book. So this is when, it is so awesome to be a part of God's will for someone's life. And I didn't read it last night. I was encouraging myself yesterday, and I was reminded of the scripture that says, I want to say it's in Proverbs. It might not be in Proverbs, but I want to say it's in Proverbs because it sounds very wise. It says, do not despise small beginnings, for God loves to see things, He loves the small beginnings. He loves to see how that you started it and see how you continue to water it and nurture that dream that you stepped out on faith on. And no better example of it happening was to hear it happen to my friend Lisa, the author, Lisa Stevens. Stephen, no S. She actually had a Instagram influencer, a social media influencer who has thousands and thousands of subscribers and viewers on Instagram, to promote her book, Take All of Me. And I was so excited. I had to leave work 30 minutes early. Well, it was more 15 minutes early. But OMG. And to see what God is doing and how He used me to contact her. Man, when they say God works in mysterious ways, He truly do. He does not have the mind of man. Our mind is so puny compared to what God can do. Because and how He uses you in just the smallest of ways. You might think, why, Lord? do I work is there a reason people aren't crossing the street? Anyway, the small thing you think like, why, Lord, am I working where I'm working? Wow. You know, you never know that little thing, that little place where you work, and you just like, why? Like, so let me give you a little small history of how it led to her getting this shout out, this promotion from this major influencer, Delicious Maserati. Okay. At the end of 2017 and 2018 up into and all of 2018, I think it was. Hold it. I'm trying to think how it worked. Definitely 2018, I was working for a t-shirt company, a printer and a vendor. He did, not only did he print his own shirt, but he also went to vending events. And this person was an associate of mine, especially when I played kickball. And I, for the first time in my career, I quit a job. And I happened to run into him on going to a kickball game. And afterwards with his team, I went and went out and had a couple of drinks and some food to eat afterwards. I mentioned that I was no longer working at the doctor's office that I was working at, and that, I was currently, I just mentioned that I wasn't working there. I was looking for a job, but I wasn't looking for any job. I was trying to get back into the medical field where I was doing billing and coding. And I was looking for that. So in my days off after I quit, I was looking for other jobs. And he just one day asked me if I was doing it. He called me, asked me if I was doing anything. And I said, no. He said, you mind coming over, just coming to the office and just let me bounce some ideas off. I'm like, you know what? I ain't doing nothing anyway. And I can still apply for jobs, while I'm working with, going over there. I wasn't doing anything. Might as well be busy because, whatever. Long story short, I worked with him for about a year doing vending and printing t-shirts and other printing and selling. I hated it. Okay. I hated it. Okay. I hated it. I'm not going to say that because if this person is watching, he might try to hit me up and say, hey, I got some shirts you want to print some shirts? No, I don't. No, I don't. No hell. Nah. I don't want to do nothing with that ink, okay? But I did enjoy, one of the positives in working with him was that I got to vend. And I went to states that I've never been to. So, and I met the people in the vending community. So, and sometimes it was hard, sometimes it sucked, and sometimes it was amazing. You know what I'm saying? I've seen concerts, I've seen for free because I was vending, there was some amenities. I was at the One Music Fest in Midtown over here at Central Park. You know, there was some fun times. It was really some fun times. And I really, if anything, I like the vending. If you have a good product in vending, you know, get you a table and a tent and find out and pay early. You know, get your stuff early, whatever. There's risk in it, but whatever. Anyway, so in 2019, I no longer work with them. I was temping at the firm that I'm at now, working permanently, and enjoying it, by the way. And and I wasn't working with them, but I still made connections with those people that I worked alongside, you know, and we've exchanged numbers and so on and so forth. And so one of the ladies that I shared a vending space with in 2018 and did very well called me and said, hey, I get the early bird special because, you know, I do this all the time, so on and so forth. Once you get into the community, people recognize you, and they, you know, you get perks of getting an early bird special and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what, heck yeah. You know, and it really wasn't for me because I really didn't have a product to sell. But I went in, I found, you know, I just got a few dollars. I was working at the Dollar Tree too. So I got a few things at the Dollar Tree to sell at my table, at my half of the vending. And I called my girl, Lisa, like, you want to go in? You can come here to this vending event and sell your books. Long story short, she came. She enjoyed it. She sold a few books, not as much as she thought, but she sold a few books. I sold a few little trinkets that I had from the dollar store. We had a good time. I also mentioned that, you know, if she's doing that, you should come down here for Pride Weekend, because that's also a good money-making vending event. And so she looked up the stuff while I was working and so on and so forth. So she came back down for Pride Weekend. She found this fashion show that was going to be done during Pride Weekend, like the Pride in Atlanta. The Pride Weekend is usually in, I want to say, October. And, you know, with the Pride Parade and ending up at Piedmont Park events, it's a great time. And I bought some Pride items, flags, and stuff like that. And I met her down here. She took me to a place. We almost gave up. Yes, we did, because the address she had for this fashion show, this Pride fashion show, was, we got there and it was it was nothing there. It was an empty space. But, you know, we persevered. She found out the correct address, and at that fashion show we met Delicious Maserati. And let me tell you, Delicious is deliciously fabulous. We loved her and Jay Amore. We met them two there. Jay Amore is a fashion designer who more so Lisa. I just kind of piggyback, say, yeah, I agree with her. But she prophesied in his life and told him that he was going to be in New York Fashion Week. And the next year he was in New York Fashion Week with his fashions. He has amazing fashion sense, okay? His fashions is amazing. I still follow him on Instagram. And Delicious Maserati, though, she is so fucking fabulous, and she is such a wonderful person. But me usually, I'm, on camera, like I have, I act like I have life and everything, but in reality, in real life, I am pretty shy, especially when I don't know you. But I had this thing to promote my friend's book. We like her. We loved her from the moment she came on stage. Okay. And I told her no. She's back there. She's like, cause she's back there. She didn't want me to do anything. I said, girl, I went to the bathroom. She's back there, B. Go back there and give her your book. And she did that, and she said, the only way I do is if you sign it. And she signed it, and, we didn't hear any. This is 2019, B. This is October of 2019. And, yesterday, she, Delicious Maserati was on Instagram Live. And my friend caught her on live because she follows her too. And every now and again she say hi, whatever, da da da. And she said, girl, I read your book. I'm sorry it took me so long, but it is so good. She gave her such a shout out. She told people, all her followers, to buy that book. It is a good book. It's a wonderful thing. So I am so freaking happy for that happened yesterday. And you just never know, the small things that you never plan. May God always can work and orchestrate that for your life, for someone else or yourself. You all have a blessed day and have fun. It's Friday.